Akinov here, and welcome back to episode 19 of Xenogears. Last time when we left off, we had arrived at this cathedral, and a bunch of stuff about Margie, and feeling good to be back home, and we're clipping through the ceiling. Sort of. We can't even talk to them. Can we get a good look at the statues up here? Not particularly. But it's two one-winged angels. And Margie's over here, so we could go that way. I believe there's a door on the other side as well. Somewhere? No? No, there's not, eh? I'm just trying to remember things, right? Because this actually resembles an area later on in the game as well, if I think about it. We go up to the gallery on the second floor from here. Okay. If I run into her, she stops. We get a fairly decent look at the front sprite. And we go into here. And she looks a little frog-eyed like that. And we got this awesome music. This nice light coming down through the stained glass window. Looks like we're being held up by needles. No, not quite. And we get a... How magnificent! It's a grand cathedral. If we ever got scolded for pranks as kids, Bart and I used to hide here. Huh. Hey, stop telling those old stories. It's embarrassing. Really? I thought it's quite funny. But to me, Bart hasn't changed much since then. What? You mean that you think I'm still a kid? Well, you kind of act like one. If we keep coming this way, we get a bunch of weird-looking load-in and stuff. I like the view from here the best. And we get our look at the two angels. There's two one-winged angels in this picture. And we'll probably get a little more into the lore of this in a bit, because it's... Margie explains it a little bit. Yes, this is breathtaking. Light from outside shines through the stained glass in the cathedral's front here. What a brilliant piece of artistry this is. Did you notice the two great angels only have one wing each? Yes, we did. They're both Sephiroths. No. According to a legend handed down in Nissan, God could have created humans perfectly, but then humans would not have helped each other. So this is what the great single-winged angels symbolize. In order to fly, they are dependent on one another. That's an interesting idea. Unfortunately, Sephiroth breaks that rule all the time. So does Genesis... Is it Genesis? And Angel. Yeah, they break that rule all the time. So that's what the reason for that is. I see. On further inspection, the left angel looks somewhat masculine, while the right one looks somewhat feminine. Now that is an unusual feature, is it not? Usually these depictions are not gender specific. Well, these angels are clearly distinguishable as having opposing genders, or the more accurate word would be sexes. Because I constantly hate the use of the word gender. Because it's used wrong all the time, but that's beside the point. And the space between them is the path from where God advents. Or could it be the path leading to God? Well, I do not know. It could be either, or even both, or neither. Now I see. This is all coincidence within the teachings of Nissan. What's he talking about? An amusing fellow. Oh, excuse me. It's a habit of mine. The dog knows a lot about a lot of things. Sometimes I can't even understand what he's talking about. I wonder why. Forcing them to fly together. It'd be less bothersome if they could fly on their own, don't you think, Faye? But you missed the deeper meaning and beauty of it. That's the point. The room of Sophia. I'm trying to talk. You're really supposed to go through some procedures before you can see it, but this time I think it'll be right if I make a special exemption. Sophia? Yes, Sophia. She is revered as the founding mother of the Nissan nation. Ah, the founder of the Nissan religion who set forth its teachings. There's a special room upstairs that has a portrait of Mother Sophia in it. I would definitely like to view that, Faye. Let's have a look at it. I mean, most people can't. We're just told that it's like nearly impossible to get a look at it. Right, what? I'm just going to find out which door we're supposed to go to. Then I'm going to go to the not that door. Because there's a not that door. Oi. There we go. I got stuck on her. They won't be back for a while. Okay, this is a library. Interesting. It's an interesting room. That's what this is. Can I? I can. But this is just. This is a library. It's a very poor library with very bad methods of doing sorting. Come on. Come on. I want to rush, but she's not letting me. Up the stairs we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. These are pretty. I wonder if we're actually. I'm not gonna try and measure this at some point after this. I'm not Game Theorist crazy. It's further on in. And we go in, and in what appears to be somewhat of a almost cell-like room. Almost luxury cell-like room. Oh my, what an exquisite portrait. And the beautiful young lady portrayed is quite beyond comparison too. What is more, this looks rather familiar. What do you think, Faye? Yes, I was just thinking the same thing. The hair is different colour, but the atmosphere or personality about her is exactly the same. What? Hair colour? What do you mean? What do I mean? Look. It's the girl I met in the forest. It's Ellie, I mean. There's something about her that's just like Ellie. You don't think so? Yes, now that you mention it, she does resemble Ellie. But that's not what I was talking about. I meant the brush techniques and overall style used in this picture is similar to yours. My style? Really? And we get a pan up of... Dun dun dun! A grey-haired version of Ellie. Her hair went grey when she was so young. What does this mean? And then it went red again. Does it? I remember him painting fire. I'm nowhere. First of all, I'm nowhere near as good an artist. No, it's very similar to your style. But somehow I can sense an atmosphere of sadness in this picture. You know, it's an old picture. It could be worn out. She's smiling, but in a way that gives the impression that she is anxious. Perhaps the picture is a reflection of her inner self. Or perhaps it is the inner feelings of the artist being conveyed. So, what would someone who painted like Faye many years ago be thinking? Oh, it's not completely finished. The artist put his brush down when it was near completion. Why is that? Yes, Margie, tell us. I don't know. But my grandmother might have known about it. Huh. Oh, what if we ask Angie? She might know. She may know something. Okay, let's ask about this mysterious painting on the wall. Alright then, I'll be with Sister Angus. Well, shall we head back to town for now? Yes, alright. But this painting has caught my curiosity. Do you mind if I speak with Sister Angus before we head back to town? Yeah, okay. We'll stop by her room on the way out. Flash, flash. And Lacan. Some sort of memory? No. Is something wrong, Faye? You look like you were daydreaming. Huh? No, it's nothing. Now we need to go talk to Angus. But that was quite a strange flashback? View into history or something? Did Faye just imagine that, or what? Right, just as I thought. I understand you were showing Sophia's portrait. Yes, the lady portrayed in the picture is Nissan's great founding mother. Some say that it was painted at least 500 years ago. Ah, so it couldn't have been Faye. Now that's quite amazing. Personally, I find it intriguing. Do you have any historical material from that period? In our hands, there are no such records left intact. All records and materials concerning Sophia have been lost. Oh, that's too bad. Huh. Well, that's too bad. That really is too bad. This is too bad. Yeah, I was just saying that, Citan. That is too bad. Yeah, there's nothing left at all. We'll have to find out later somehow. I don't know how. Time travel maybe? Who knows? For someone who has helped measure it, I would have loved to have shared them. Unfortunately, I am unable to help here. Oh well, none of that matters. Oh well, none the matter. Please do not worry about it. I was just inquiring. But it does seem somewhat strange. If such a majestic building as this survived history, then it seemed likely a scroll or two would have remained too. According to tradition, Sophia was present about 500 years ago. She sacrificed herself for the people and has been summoned to be with God. That's all I can tell you. I see. So everything was lost in the darkness of history, or the history of darkness. Now that's a silly voice for Citan. Considering he actually has a voice. That was weird. We glitched out a little bit. But I guess we're going to go back to town and figure out what our next step is. Because I'd say we're about done in the cathedral. We've only been here like 15 minutes. I actually know that because I have a timer. I think I might do 3 episodes today. Yeah. Just planning out how much. I'm exploring. Preparations to descend from near the border of the 6th country for the charge by the Royal Capital's army. But a miscalculated move directed on the enemy is certain to backfire on us. So we'll be taking covert action for a while. Well, that's nice. It's not nice at all, it's terrible. They're at war, basically. Meanwhile, we're going to go back into Nissan. And I don't know what exactly we're going to do. Go this way and go up. Ah. You young master! What were you doing? The people of Nissan were most generous to allow us to rent this house, so there'll be no need to seek lodging at the inn for a while. Also, Master Sigurd wishes a word with you regarding your next move, if he may. Alright, so where is Sig? The good Master Sigurd is waiting for you inside. Okay, thanks, Mason. Mason! Whenever I come here, it always calms my heart. I'm a terrible murderous bastard, but it's okay. Anyway, young master, I wanted to work out what our plans are from here. Alright, but before we do that, there's something I want to ask you. Me? Yeah. Me doing sound effects for silence. Sig, what's up with you and the Gebler officer? What's the connection between you and him? You know, you sure know a lot about Gebler for some reason. Permission Alright, I'll tell you. Me and Citan here, we used to live in Solaris. Solaris? What the heck is Solaris? Is it a biscuit? You mean where the Gebler's from? That's right. Wowie. Solaris calls foreigners lambs. Kind of rude, you know. They're used as manual labor. Basically, it's slavery. Slavery? This is getting... Is that where you met him? Yes, it was there. We worked for the Solaris government for a short while, but we learned to dislike their methods and escaped the first chance we had. Okay. Interesting. We're getting a lot of interesting stuff told to us. You were friends with these people? I met you when I was a kid, and we've been together ever since then. So this happened before even then. Yeah, it happened. I probably wouldn't have understood this if I had heard it earlier, but why didn't you think I could deal with it now? Surely you could have told me about this, especially when you had something to do with the people who are backing that Shah Khan idiot. I wish you'd told me sooner. But then again, I may have thrown a tantrum and been a brat. There's nothing I can do about that now, is there? But there's one thing I want you to believe. We left Solaris on our own will and for our own reasons. Now that they've appeared before us, we can't just sit back and do nothing. Okay, that's good. I've already forgotten your name, Sigurd. It's Sigurd. Sigurd. If need be, I'll give my life to stop them. Oh, that's touching. A bit too overdramatic, but okay. What are you deliberating about, Master Bartholomew? Alright, I understand. But can you elaborate a little more? We've got plenty of time. Who are Solaris? What are the land? Okay, let's... Okay, where is Solaris? What bugs me is this surface dwellers thing. Is this Solaris is in another location, like up in the clouds or something? Yes, well... Oh. Trinca, the capital of the Solaris Empire, is located in the skies above. Solaris is separated from the land by dimensional distortion fields known as gates. Passing them to require special means of transportation, such as an airship. Huh. Or you mean a spaceship. To get to Avar, we stowed away on a regular flight to the surface. I came much later than Sigurd did, but I also escaped in the same way. Okay, we now know where Solaris is. It's up in space. What are lambs? There's the word Solarians used to indicate those who live on the Earth. As I said before, such surface dwellers or Earth dwellers are used for manual labor there. Manual labor could be anything from soldiers to administrative jobs. Solaris gathers its workers and the land dwellers' jobs are divided up by who's most suitable. Sometimes people are brainwashed. Okay. Brainwashed? When you, young master, were still an infant, I was used to test. I was used to the test subject. There was probably something they valued inside of me. You too, Doc? No. I was born in the lower city levels. It's not a complete secret, but I guess I am a Solarian. You see, you still need people to run a country. No matter how scientifically advanced you are, you have no support without people. Pure Solarians are rare. They don't even make up a quarter of Aver's total population, so they support their country by stealing surface wells. Okay. This is a bit weird. Yeah, who is that man? His name is Karan Ramsus. As you know, he's the Gibbler commander. Okay, we know he's Ramsus. We call him Kar. In Solaris there is an officer training school called Ygind. Jugind. Not Jugind, Ygind, probably. I'm guessing. He became the commander after leaving there. He is a lower level citizen the same as me. However, with his amazing abilities, after graduating he rose through the ranks with an unparalleled speed. Huh. That man had one ideal. To achieve a consolidation of all his colleagues. Even land dwellers, if they had talent, were brought into the army. Oh. So you two were picked by Ramsus? No, we were not picked by him. We aligned ourselves with him. Huh. At the time, we agreed with him. At the time, Ramsus was our hope. He had high ideals and wanted to change the system of Solaris. Okay. To us test subjects and lower level citizens, he was truly all that we wished for. A benefactor? Yes. Even I, a test subject, was changed by his ideals. And why did you leave? Yeah, it sounds like you were pretty tied up there. So what happened? Ooh. We were placed on a key military position by Ramsus. Thanks to that, we came to know the relationship between Solaris and the surface dwellers. Ah, the lambs, right? As he put it. They weren't just using us lambs for slave labor. They also selected some of us, like me, to be used as subjects in experiments to refine their drugs. Okay. Drugs that change people's personalities to make them more aggressive and to draw out their latent ability. Oh. It says human guinea pigs to test their psychological alteration drugs. Oh, so those things that they were using in the when they attacked the submarine, when they attacked our hidden base. Human guinea pigs? Experimenting on humans? That's terrible. Let's use real guinea pigs. Yes, for example. Drive. That drug and all others like it that are used now are byproducts of human experimentation. However, the role of such experimental subjects was not limited to just that. Oh, it gets worse, doesn't it? This drive drug is something that anyone in the Solaris army can use? At least anyone in the Gibbler forces who is sent to the surface. Ah, you're worried about her, huh? Admittedly, yes, Faye. Admittedly, yes, Bart. Faye is worried about her. I saw some in her room. No. Anyway, using slaves as guinea pigs, how low are these guys? Damn, this is terrible. Yeah, I think we understand now. I think I get most of it. In other words, they're a bunch of bitches who need to die. Old Mason, go reserve the town hall for us. We'll finish talking there. I'm going outside to get some air. Okay, Bart. See you in a bit. Though I might get dragged off into some weird other quest at some point. Anything to say, Cigar? I should have been honest with him sooner. Huh, yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, he understands, or he will. For now, I think we're going to head over to the town hall. Which is this way. It's this building, I think. Yeah. No, we're here early. Okay, that's... I do not have a clue where we're supposed to go right now, actually. He might have gone back to the ship. Oh no, he's up there. Okay. We can go see him. Go check on him, make sure he's okay. Do 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 do. I'm bouncing my head now to the music. I like it. I do like this music. Well, I don't know too much about Cetan's past either. Are you still suspicious of Sigurd? Well, I mean, it was just so sudden. I kind of expected to hear something different, like that we were childhood rivals or something. Well, that's nothing compared to the story he just told us, is it? So hearing his story has you confused because it's not so simple. There's a time when he was cooperating with one of Gibbler's generals. Furthermore, behind Gibbler was a country that you had never even heard of. Hey, what are you picking on me for? No, I'm not picking on you, or blaming anything on you. What I'm saying is this. If you think about how he feels, then you should see why he could not talk about this with you till now. Looking at the activities of Solaris towards other countries up until now, it's never gone beyond simply maintaining their own empire or self-preservation. As you've seen, their military power is immense, so Sigurd was probably thinking ahead. First, he was probably concentrating on the task of taking care of the problems here on the continent of Ignas, I should say things right. Once things were settled here, it would give him a stronger foundation to deal with Solaris later. Which is a much better plan than rushing straight into a war he knew he could not win. Quite logical, really. Logic is what you guys do, isn't it? Sounds like you understand one another pretty well. Well, they used to work together. Well, it is not like we are newly acquainted, is it? We talked about a lot of things up until we decided to escape from Solaris. Speaking of that, why did you leave? That Ramses guy was supposed to be the Star of Hope or something, wasn't he? Yes, I certainly thought so at first, but then I realized his way of thinking really was not that much of a change from the previous system. Basically, the only difference was whether they stressed people's rank and class or their skill. The words had changed, but it was still no different from what Solaris itself had been doing until then. He had no intention of bringing everyone a better way of life, In other words, he's an elitist. I don't think I like him very much either. No, I don't either. So Cetan, do you think I can beat Gibbler? Well, not head on. Why? Are you planning on fighting them? As long as they're working with Shakan, there's no way around it. Yeah? The way things are going, I'm sure we'll have to fight them sooner or later. But even if we were to defeat Gibbler forces here, there is still Solaris to deal with. Yeah. If we're not careful, it's possible that we may get involved in a longer war than with Shakan. Do you not agree that continuing the way we have been going is rather hard on everyone? Okay, who are you suggesting? So defeating Shakan's not going to get rid of the likes of Gibbler. I know what you're trying to say. To vanquish Gibbler first gain the throne, right? You could put it that way. What do you mean you could put it that way? But then again, maybe it is time I did something about that. Okay, so that's interesting. And I think we're supposed to head into the town center, the town that they're building. But we're gonna stop here for this episode. My name's been Nakinov. very good time and good night or something like that. Anyway, next time we're gonna head inside.